Welcome back to our channel, Valuable Coins Hub. These rare states quarter-dollar coins make people rich. Let's find out why. Don't miss out one of these who know a single coin could make you rich. Number 1. Today's video is going to be something you absolutely don't want to miss because we're about to talk about a United States quarter that holds more than just 25 cents of value in your hand. It's the Montana State Quarter from 2007, a coin that's been catching the eye of collectors and stirring up real excitement in the numismatic world. This isn't just any ordinary quarter. And once you learn why, you'll never look at your pocket change the same way again. So if you're a serious collector or even just someone hoping to find hidden treasure in everyday coins, listen closely and don't miss a single detail. What makes this Montana quarter so unique might surprise you. And if you're lucky enough to find the right one, it could bring in a surprising reward. Let's start by understanding the power and beauty behind this coin's design. The Montana quarter features a bold image of a bison skull floating above a beautiful mountain range, a scene that honors the state's rich Native American and Western heritage. It's not just visually stunning. It tells a deep story about the land and the spirit of Montana. And here's where it gets interesting for collectors like us. Although millions of these coins were minted in 2007, not all of them were created equal. While most ended up in circulation and got scratched, worn, or damaged through everyday use, a small number of these quarters were preserved in uncirculated condition, and that makes all the difference. Some Montana quarters from 2007 have even been found with minting errors, and this is where the real magic begins. There are reports of off-center strikes, double die errors, and die cracks that collectors are hunting for right now. Imagine holding one of those in your hand. An unintentional mistake that turned an ordinary coin into a rare and highly desired collector's item. One example involved a Montana quarter with a visible die break across the bison skull, creating a dramatic effect that instantly caught the attention of experienced collectors. That very coin sold in a collector's auction in Texas for an amount that stunned everyone in the room. Now let's talk about tips for collectors who are on the lookout for this special coin. First, always examine both sides carefully under good lighting, especially around the bison skull, the lettering, and the edges of the mountain range. Look for anything unusual like doubling, cracks, or raised lines that don't belong. Those are your clues. Also, try to find coins that have a sharp strike and no signs of circulation wear. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that are still shiny with no scratches or dings are the ones collectors dream about finding. And here's something every smart collector knows. Never clean your coins. Cleaning might seem like a good idea, but it can ruin their value instantly. Natural condition always wins. If you find one of these rare Montana quarters with an error and it's in uncirculated condition, don't rush to spend it. Instead, get it checked by a trusted coin dealer or grading service. Some people have even sold their Montana quarters with rare features for amounts you wouldn't believe. At auctions in cities like Chicago, New York, and Phoenix, these coins have gone for hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on condition and rarity. Now comes the most exciting part. If you find a Montana 2007 quarter in perfect uncirculated condition or one with a rare mint error, it could be worth as much as $3,000 or even more depending on demand at the time. So go. Check your coin jars, your drawers, your old coin albums, or even your spare change from the grocery store. That little coin you almost overlooked could be the key to your next big treasure. Collectors across the country are hunting for this coin every day, and the more we talk about it, the more valuable it becomes. This Montana quarter isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history, a work of art, and a golden opportunity waiting to be found. Number 2, we're diving into one of the very first state quarters ever released by the United States Mint, the New Jersey quarter from 1999, and let me tell you, this is no ordinary piece of pocket change. This quarter has history, it has pride, and in some rare cases it has value that'll leave your jaw on the floor. Now I'm going to walk you through every reason why this coin has become such a hot item in the collecting world and what exactly makes some versions of it worth serious money. So don't go anywhere because this might be one of the most important coins hiding in your home right now. The New Jersey quarter came out in 1999 as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, and it was the third state to be honored in the series. And what makes this quarter so powerful is the image on the reverse side. It shows General George Washington crossing the Delaware River during the American Revolution. This design isn't just beautiful, it tells a bold story of freedom, courage, and American spirit. And for coin collectors, that historical impact carries big emotional value, but here's where it starts to get really interesting for collectors like you and me. Even though millions of these coins were minted back in 1999, not all of them were struck perfectly, and that's exactly where opportunity knocks. Over the years, collectors have uncovered a small number of these quarters that came out of the mint with rare errors, and let me tell you, those errors are exactly what can take a simple coin and turn it into a real-life treasure. Some versions of the New Jersey quarter have been found with off-center strikes or double dies, especially around the lettering or the intricate details in Washington's boat and the soldier's. Others have shown die cracks that stretch across the sky or the water, making each flawed coin absolutely unique. And then there are those that were minted on the wrong planchet or with unusual metal blemishes, giving them even more collectible appeal. Let me share a quick example. A collector in Ohio discovered a 1999 New Jersey quarter with a very clear die break stretching from the words "Crossroads of the Revolution" all the way down to the boat's edge, and that specific coin ended up being graded and sold at an auction in Florida for a stunning return. Now, let's talk directly to all you collectors who are searching and stacking coins every day. If you've got New Jersey quarters in your collection, especially from 1999, now's the time to give them a second look. Take a flashlight, get a magnifying glass, and check both sides very closely, especially the details in the water, in the oars, in the soldiers, and in the state lettering. If you see something that looks a little off or unusual, don't toss it aside. That could be your ticket to a major find. Keep an eye out for doubling or blurry areas, especially in the phrase United States of America or around Washington's profile. Those are common signs of valuable double die errors. And remember, always store your coins in soft pouches or protective cases to avoid damage, because condition is everything when it comes to increasing value. Now, here's the part that will make any coin lover's heart race. If your New Jersey 1999 quarter has the right kind of minting error, and it's in uncirculated condition, meaning it has that original shine and no scratches or dings, it could be worth up to $4,000 in today's collector market. Some have been sold for over $3,000 in coin shows in California, and others have popped up in online auctions, bringing in nearly as much from serious buyers looking for just the right addition to their collection. That's the thrill of the hunt right there, turning an everyday coin into a once-in-a-lifetime prize. So take this as your friendly reminder: never underestimate what could be sitting in your change jar or hiding in your old drawers. This little quarter from 1999 might just surprise you in the best way possible. Number 3. You're holding a piece of history in your hand. The 2001 Kentucky quarter dollar from the United States of America. This isn't just any regular coin you find in your loose change. This quarter has captured the attention of collectors, dealers, and coin lovers all across the country. Why? Because it's got rarity, it's got hidden errors, and in some cases, it's worth far more than just 25 cents. So if you're a collector or even just someone who stumbled upon an old coin, trust me, you'll want to listen closely, because we're diving into the beauty, uniqueness, and secret value of the Kentucky 2001 quarter. Now picture this: a quarter featuring the historic Federal Hill Mansion with a majestic thoroughbred horse standing tall in the front. It's more than just a design. It's Kentucky's soul captured in metal. This coin was released as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, and while millions were minted, only a small portion of them have the rare traits that make collectors go absolutely wild. These rare Kentucky quarters aren't always obvious. Some are hiding right under our noses in our own pocket change. Let's talk about what makes this coin so thrilling for collectors. First up, the minting errors. These are not defects, they're golden opportunities. Some Kentucky 2001 quarters come with misaligned dies, double strikes, or off-center minting. These mistakes from the mint turn regular coins into high-demand treasures. Imagine holding a quarter with a visible doubling on the word liberty, or with the horse's eye struck off-center. Those little quirks can skyrocket the value instantly. And here's the real kicker: these rare versions of the Kentucky quarter have been sold in cities like Dallas, Las Vegas, and even online coin auctions for jaw-dropping prices. We're talking sales that reached well over $500 in auctions. One uncirculated, mint state error Kentucky 2001 quarter sold in Florida for a solid $320. And that wasn't even the rarest one found. That's the thrill collectors are chasing, finding a gem in the everyday. So if you're hunting or just starting your journey as a coin collector, here's a tip you can't afford to ignore: always examine your state quarters carefully. Look at both sides of the coin under good lighting. Search for unusual patterns, shifted designs, or anything that looks slightly off. Also, keep an eye on the condition. The shinier, the better. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are the ones most likely to bring in big offers from collectors and dealers alike. This Kentucky 2001 quarter isn't just a coin. It's a collectible masterpiece for those who appreciate history and rarity. Whether you're a seasoned coin hunter or someone who just found this coin in a drawer, don't underestimate what you have. This might be your ticket to a valuable find or the start of a lifelong passion for rare coins. To wrap this up, remember that in the world of numismatics, it's not just about how many were made, but about how few survived with errors, rarity, and pristine condition. And the Kentucky 2001 quarter has proven to be one of the most exciting quarters for collectors in recent times. Some versions of this coin have already sold in US markets for over $600, and the demand is only growing. So take another look at that quarter. It might just be worth a whole lot more than you think. Number 4. You're holding what seems like just a regular coin. The 2007 United States Washington quarter dollar. But what if I told you this ordinary-looking piece of metal might be hiding a secret that could make it worth far more than 25 cents? Stay with me till the very end because in this video, we are diving into the unique world of this quarter and uncovering the features, errors, and surprises that could make your coin a collector's dream come true. This is the kind of information that real collectors don't just want, they need to know. Now let's step into the world of this 2007 Washington quarter. This coin belongs to the incredible 50-state quarters program, a massive and ambitious project by the U.S. Mint that captured the attention of collectors across the nation. In 2007 alone, several different state quarters were minted, each telling its own story. But here's the thrill. While millions were struck, not all quarters are created equal. Some quarters from this year carry hidden mint errors or rare conditions that transform them into high-value treasures. The design on the front shows the proud and iconic face of George Washington, but it's the back, the reverse, and sometimes the tiniest flaws that hold the real excitement. Collectors all over the country are constantly on the lookout for specific errors in the 2007 Washington quarters. Some examples include off-center strikes, double die obverse, missing clad layers, and even certain coins with mismatched dies. Imagine having a quarter where part of the design is stamped twice or one with the wrong color due to a missing layer. These are not printing mistakes. They are jackpot finds. Just one of these rare coins can be sold in an auction or private market for a lot more than its face value. For example, in 2023, a 2007 quarter with a double die error sold in Philadelphia for over $150. And that's not all. Pristine condition also plays a key role. If your 2007 quarter is in mint or near mint condition, especially if it's still in an uncirculated state or part of a proof set, its value jumps significantly. Many collectors are now willing to pay as high as $50 to $100 for a flawless 2007 quarter with sharp details and original luster. You might even find these coins being snapped up in coin shows in cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, or New York for premium prices. So how do you know if your coin is worth more than just 25 cents? Here's a tip. Get a magnifying glass and look closely at every part of the coin, especially the edges, lettering, and facial details of Washington. If you spot anything unusual or off-centered, don't ignore it. These small differences could mean big money. Another smart tip for collectors: always check both sides of the coin and compare it with verified images of known mint errors from the same year. And remember, store your valuable coins in protective holders to preserve their condition for years. The demand for error coins is rising fast. As more and more people enter the collecting world, the competition to find these rare gems is growing stronger. So whether you're a serious coin hunter or just someone who stumbled across this video with a pocket full of change, check every coin carefully. You might be holding a treasure without even knowing it. To wrap it up, this 2007 Washington quarter dollar might seem ordinary at first glance, but with the right error, rare condition, or unique strike, it can turn into something truly extraordinary. Some of these coins have sold for over $150 in auctions, while others reached close to $200 in private collector sales in cities like Boston and Dallas. So don't underestimate that quarter in your drawer or glove compartment. It could be the hidden gem every collector is chasing. Keep checking your coins, keep learning, and who knows? Your next quarter might just be the rare one everyone is looking for. Number 5, and last rare coin. We're diving into one of the most beautiful and recent quarters ever released by the United States Mint, and it's one that collectors are watching very closely for rare features and valuable errors. We're talking about the Block Island quarter from 2018, and trust me, this one isn't just pretty, it might also be worth a whole lot more than its face value if you've got the right version in your hands. So don't miss a second of this video because I'm going to show you exactly what to look for and how this coin could be hiding serious value just waiting to be discovered. The Block Island quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, and it was released to honor the Block Island National Wildlife Refuge in Rhode Island. The design on this coin is absolutely breathtaking, showing a black-crowned night heron flying over a coastal view with a lighthouse in the distance. And for collectors, it instantly became one of the most eye-catching designs of the entire series. But it's not just about the art. This quarter became a hot topic in the coin world because of how some of them were struck and what errors were found in a small number of them. And that's where the real excitement begins. Even though this coin came out recently, some versions of it have already been discovered with major minting errors, and those are what take this coin from regular circulation to highly collectible status almost overnight. There have been reports of off-center strikes where the heron or the outer lettering is pushed too far to one side, giving the coin a dramatic slanted look that's super rare. Others have been found with die chips, or what collectors call cuds, which appear as extra metal blobs often around the wingtips or edge of the coin, and these types of mistakes are always in demand because no two are ever exactly alike. There's also been talk in the community about double die errors where certain letters or details appear slightly doubled, and if you spot one of those in crisp condition, you might be holding a real treasure. One collector from Georgia found a Block Island quarter with a sharp doubling in the word island and visible extra metal near the lighthouse, and they had it graded and later sold it at a show in Dallas for an incredible price. Now, for all of you dedicated collectors and even beginners who are just getting started, here are some quick but powerful tips on how to spot the right Block Island quarter. First of all, use a magnifying glass or a phone zoom lens and carefully examine both sides of the coin. Focus on the heron, the wing edges, the text, especially in Block Island and E Pluribus Unum, and check the lighthouse detail for anything that looks slightly off or unusual. The smallest difference can turn an ordinary quarter into something truly valuable. Also, be on the lookout for coins that are still shiny, crisp, and uncirculated because condition matters more than most people realize. A perfect coin is always worth more than one that's been scratched or passed through too many hands. And here's something every smart collector knows: never clean your coin with chemicals or wipes. That ruins its natural surface and lowers its value. Collectors want coins in their pure, untouched state, even with age or toning. And if you do find something that looks rare or strange, don't spend it right away. Take it to a coin shop or send it for grading from a reputable service because that will help you know exactly what you've got. Now, let's get to the most exciting part of all: the value. If you have a 2018 Block Island quarter with a strong minting error, and it's still in uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a value of up to $4,000 depending on the type of error and the coin's overall condition. Some rare error versions have already been sold in auctions in places like Chicago and Las Vegas, where collectors jumped on the chance to own one and paid serious money to do so. So make sure you take a closer look at every 2018 Block Island quarter you come across, because one of them could be your lucky break. Thank you so much for spending time with us today and learning about this stunning and powerful little coin that might be hiding big surprises in your change. If you love hearing stories like this and want to keep hunting for valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss our next discovery. More treasure awaits, and your next big find might be sitting right there in your pocket right now. So keep looking, keep learning, and most of all, keep collecting.